Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Meal Prep Monday video for you guys, where I'm going to be sharing with you guys some meals that I prepped for my family and myself this week. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a family favorite that I prepped for Monday and also a family meal for Tuesday as well. And then I'm going to be sharing with you guys some high protein meal preps that I made for me and my husband for our lunches and dinners that are recipes from MaKayla. She's on Instagram and TikTok where she shares some high protein meals that are actually delicious. So I'm going to share with you guys some other recipes of hers that I enjoyed. And also I'm going to do a grocery haul as well, because in the last video a lot of you guys wanted me to incorporate my grocery haul before I show you my meal prep. So I will start off the video with the grocery haul that I did for this meal plan this week. So let's just jump right in, and I hope you enjoy this video and you guys get some meal ideas from it. Okay, so this is this week's haul, and it's a little bit bigger than normal because we were out of a lot of things. So let me just start. I have stuff piled up on top of each other, and let's just start right over here. So I picked up some stick butters because we needed to use them for recipes, and I always keep them, I always keep the unsalted one and the salted one at all times because depending on the recipes and, you know, a lot of baking that we're going to be doing. I also got some Kobe Jack sliced cheese that we're going to use for recipes. Also some mozzarella shredded cheese for recipes, avocado for my avocado toast, and then, you know, a lime so that it doesn't get brown. My husband wanted to try something he loves. He wanted to try out these sausages, so he got them. And then I got some baby carrots for getting my veggies in. I got the baby carrots that I always like to have before my meals, if you've seen my prep meals before. Also, I have a prep meal I'm sharing with you guys today that has to do with this turkey sausage. So I got two. Anytime I'm doing a meal, a new recipe, I always buy two of everything because you never know. Something might happen to one pack and you might need another. So I never want to like not have it. So I always buy, you know, just one, buy an extra one just in case. And then over here, I have my turkey bacon for my breakfasts. I also got some packet mashed potatoes, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys a recipe today with those. I also got these zero carb counting tortillas. I love these. I shared a recipe with you guys in my last prep meals, a little like roll up that I loved. And these tortillas, I love them because they stay so soft, and they're only 60 calories and they're no net carbs. So I like that. We also got our delightful 45 calorie keto friendly well, stuck right here bread. This is the bread that we use to keep, you know, our calorie count down, and it's also really good. It is a thinner sliced bread, but that's okay. I also got this French bread for my daughter. She likes to make sandwiches for school with this French bread. Sunflower seeds, the Fairlife protein, it has more protein than regular milk, and it's also lactose, so I get that for me and my husband. Let me go over here. So then over here we have some Danimals. We have some cream cheese to go with the bagels, also for a recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Some walnuts. My husband wanted to get some different types of nuts for snacking. And so he got the cocktail peanuts, and then he also got this Planters Nutrition packs. And I got them in the little packs like that because we are always going to like volleyball practice or volleyball games, so that's good to have. He also wanted the Chobani's plain Greek yogurt. I always get great value, but he wanted to get this one this time, so we got it. I got some Gatorades for my daughter. Alfredo sauce for a recipe I'm going to share with you guys. Some Kodiak protein oats. We're trying to get our protein in everything. Some syrup back here. Also got some cranberry juice back here. Cranberry juice cocktail. And then behind the nutrition thing, we have the Triscuits. My husband wanted to get some more fibers and snack on those as well. The protein pasta. I love this pasta. It bulks up the protein in your meal, and you do feel fuller faster. So I love it. So I got that for a meal that I'm going to share with you guys. Also got some fruit snacks for the kids. They like the Funnables and then the fruit roll-ups. Another thing that I got that my daughter is loving now because one of her friends used to always have it at lunch, and I started buying it for her, were these sliced apples with caramel. And I got her, she likes the red apples, and then I actually tried it myself, and I actually didn't know how much I liked them until this weekend, and it was actually, I tried a green apple one, so I like that one. She says she likes both, but mainly she always goes for the red one. So I got both, and they're great to have because, like I said, she's in volleyball practice, and she's always needing some snack before practice, and then also when they're on games and stuff like that. So this is really, I like how this is packed. I can make it myself, but I just like the sealed pack here, and so that's why I don't mind spending extra money to have the sealed pack, because it just makes it easier for travel when they're doing sports and stuff. So I have 2 bags of frozen rice cauliflower here. I have 3 bags of broccoli here for the meal prep. I have my egg whites that I like to use. This is the lactose milk I get for the kids. We have the protein one for us because we're trying to bulk up our protein, but they don't mind it, just for the kids, but I give them lactose. Back there, I have some chicken tenders, chicken breast tenderloins that I'm going to use for meal prep today. I also have some shrimp I'm going to be using. Back here, I have this brand called Real Good Chicken, which I'm going to talk to you guys about this chicken more in another video, but this is actually a really good dupe for the Chick-fil-A nuggets, and it's healthier for you. I love it, so we always get that. I also have some frozen berries right here because my daughter wants to make smoothies. I have 2 containers of eggs. What I like to do is I like to boil one and keep it in the refrigerator, so we have boiled eggs on hand at all times, and then I'll keep the other one just regular. So I have 1 container with boiled eggs and 1 just regular. Got some hand soap, got some Dawn dish soap, and I think that's it. I think I got everything. I shared everything with you guys of everything that's in here. So yes, I wanted to give you guys a haul because I know you guys wanted to see the haul of what I get. And let's go straight into the meal prepping. So the first thing I'm prepping is some bacon in the oven for our barbecue bacon meatloaf. This is a family favorite. You guys have seen me make it on my channel multiple times, and I was going to make it for the girls for Monday night's dinner because one of the prep meals that I was making for MaKayla is her cowboy butter bowls, and I wasn't sure if my girls would like that. So I knew for the cowboy butter bowls we were making mashed potatoes for it, so I figured I'd make something else for my daughters that they can pair up with mashed potatoes, which is the meatloaf, and they love barbecue bacon meatloaf. So I'm going to be prepping meatloaf for them for Monday night's dinner, and then for me and my husband, we're going to have the cowboy butter bowls. Like I said, one of the first prep meals that I'm making from MaKayla is her cowboy butter bowls, and within her cowboy butter bowl she puts 2 tender pieces in each of the meal prep, and so I'm making 4 of them. And so I just decided to cook this whole bag of the Great Value chicken breast tenders that you can get, and the leftover chicken tenders that I'm going to share with you guys another prep meal with the remaining of the tenders. But most of these tenders are going to be for the cowboy butter bowls, and so I'm just seasoning it with the seasoning that she suggested. Now on her video she talks about this cowboy butter seasoning that you can get at Walmart, but I wasn't able to find it. But she does give a suggestion in her description where if you can't find the cowboy butter seasoning, you can put these other seasonings in that you might have at home. So that's what I did. I just used the seasonings that I had at home that she listed. I didn't have, instead of lemon juice, I actually used lemon pepper. So instead of adding the pepper to it, I just used the lemon pepper that I had, but all the other seasonings that she suggested I had, and so that's what I used. So when you do follow her recipe and you don't have the cowboy butter seasoning, like I said in her description, she has an alternative for that. And just like the last video, my last meal prep video, all of the recipes of hers that I'm following, I'm going to link it down below, all the TikTok videos, so that you guys can see her actual video and her recipe, because I always like to give credit where credit's due. So definitely go check out her video. That's why I'm not telling you step by step how to do things. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm prepping. But if you need details step by step on how to make this, definitely go check out her video and show her some love, because she makes some amazing meals on her channel. And so yeah, so I'll have it linked down below. All the videos, all the recipes that I'm actually making in this video from her TikTok. This meatloaf recipe, or actually any other of your favorite meatloaf recipe can be also made as a make ahead freezer meal. I've done that before whenever I wanted to make freezer meals and just stock up my freezer with things so that it can help me when it's the busy time, especially like right now. There's so many kids sports, so many kids activities, and sometimes you just want to have your freezer prepped with meals ahead of time that you can pull in the morning, let it defrost on the counter, and then you could just put it in the oven at night and let it cook away. So meatloaf is one of those things that you can make ahead. You can either make ahead and freeze it raw and then cook it, or you can make ahead and cook it all the way through and freeze it as well. So you could do both ways. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that if you ever wanted to make ahead some freezer meals to have in your freezer, meatloaf is one of those things that's perfect to make your own freezer meals that will save you time and also money. Now for MaKayla's cowboy butter bowl, she mixed rice, cauliflower, and instant mashed potatoes together, which one of the things I love about her recipes is that she makes it easy for you to prep. A lot of things can be done in the microwave, and so a lot of times people might not think that these instant mashed potatoes are healthier and stuff like that, which if this is the case, if you don't want to use instant mashed potatoes or even the microwavable cauliflower, you can do this with just fresh ingredients. But I find that the calorie count, the way I'm following it with her, the calorie count is very low, and she's lost a lot of weight with all her recipes and has great success. So I like the fact that she could take some instant things like I did with the macaroni and cheese last time, and also the instant mashed potatoes, mix it with like something healthy like cauliflower rice, and make it to where makes you full, it tastes delicious, but your calorie count is low. And at first I wasn't sure about mixing cauliflower and mashed potatoes because I thought I was going to taste it, but guys, you don't taste it at all. Mixing the cauliflower and the mashed potatoes together, you do not taste it at all, and it's so easy. You can make it in the microwave. So I love it. I love the way that she set this up where you can get more of your veggies but still have the nice flavors. And so I would have never tried this, but now I like it. Now anytime I want mashed potatoes, I'll just mix it with cauliflower and get more full off the cauliflower, but still have that mashed potatoes taste, because once you mix it together, it just tastes like mashed potatoes. So she shows how she uses the microwavable cups, but like I told you guys, like with the macaroni and cheese, I like to buy the family size so that I can get more bang for my buck. So then I just split it up evenly. So for the mashed potatoes, I am putting a half a cup of mashed potatoes in each of my prep meals. Now you guys can do a fourth if you want to make your calorie count lower, but once I share with you guys the calorie count of this meal, it's really low, so it's actually not high in calories. So you could decide when you prep your meals if you want to do a fourth of a cup of mashed potatoes or a half, but I did a half. And then the bag of cauliflower, once you make it in the microwave, it kind of turns mushy anyway, so it has the consistency of mashed potatoes. And I divided it evenly, and when I divided it evenly into 4, it actually came out to like a fourth of a cup of of the rice cauliflower for each bowl for me to divide it evenly between 4 bowls. And guys, you can eat so many, this whole bag of cauliflower is only 55 calories. So you get so much bulk within these mashed potatoes, and you get your veggie serving, but it doesn't even taste like it, and it's like so much less calories. So again, I did a 1/2 cup of mashed potatoes and a 1/4 cup of the rice cauliflower, and that's what I'm mixing together. Again, on her recipe, you will see that she did the individual cups, the microwavable cups, and the only reason why I didn't do that, like I said, is I want to save money. But I do like the fact that she shares how we can use these instant mashed potatoes or these instant macaroni and cheese or the microwavable veggies, because a lot of times when we're meal prepping, especially like for moms, we sometimes want to eat healthy, but the rest of the family doesn't. So she shows how you can make these single served. So it will be less time than you know, having to boil mashed potatoes all from scratch, or boil cauliflower all from scratch. If you want to make a prep meal for yourself, she shares with you guys how to make it with, you know, just single serve with stuff that you can make in the microwave, which I appreciate. I do try to make it now something that it could stretch for my family, so I'm not cooking so much. But if I do want to make something just individually, the fact that she shares how to make it in the microwave is great, and I love the taste of this. But again, if you don't like microwavable things and you guys don't like all the stuff that's in it, you can definitely just change this part and do fresh potatoes and fresh cauliflower. Now, even though she added cauliflower to the mashed potatoes, you can add another veggie to this, which she did. In her meal, she added some fried zucchini, which you can do that, but I decided that I wanted to add broccoli. I feel like broccoli just fills me up faster, and I like the taste of broccoli with mashed potatoes and chicken. That's just me. So you can choose any extra veggie. Like I said, the cauliflower is in there, so you are getting veggies, but if you want to bump it up and get yourself a little bit more veggies, using broccoli or zucchini is good with this meal, because you can mix it all together with the gravy that I'm going to show you at the end, and it just tastes good together. So then you're getting more of your veggies in this one meal, and you don't have to worry about like in your other meals getting it like, you know, later on for like lunch or dinner or anything like that. So you can add it, but you don't have to. And then now I'm just adding 2 pieces of chicken on each of them, and that again gives you high protein. And this is, I'm telling you, this bowl is so filling. This you will love it. It tastes so good. My husband couldn't even finish it, but it's very filling, but it's so delicious. Now we're gonna make the sauce that goes on top of it. And now I had an issue with this sauce. I love the flavors of this sauce, guys, but I've made this recipe twice now. So me showing you guys on here is the second time I made it, and every time I make it, mine comes out chunky. I don't know why, because you have to mix in some cream cheese, and you mix a tablespoon of cream cheese at the end, and for some reason my cream cheese will not melt completely. This is supposed to be like the thickening factor, and for some reason mine does not melt completely, and I thought that maybe the first time I did it I just messed up on it. So this one I really tried to like slow down with it, not make the stove so hot, and try to go slow with it. But I don't know why, but the cream cheese that you add to it, the tablespoon of cream cheese that you add to it, for some reason mine didn't dissolve. So if you guys have a trick, let me know why mine didn't come out like creamy like hers, but for some reason my cream cheese that you add to it did not dissolve. And so when you see me put the gravy on top, it's gonna look chunky, it's not gonna look pleasant, because like I said, the cream cheese would not dissolve for some reason. But it's still delicious. It's very, very delicious. And I think I'm gonna make, like, for some reason I think it was enough gravy for it, but if you want more, a little bit gravy to it, then you can double this. But I think this was enough to give you like the flavors of everything. Once you mix everything and you get the flavors, it tastes good. But again, if you guys have a tip on why my cream cheese did not melt completely and how can I make this a little bit more creamier, let me know in the comments down below. I know some people probably gonna say you could use a whisk. The reason why I didn't have a whisk is because the one that I usually use broke before this video, and I did use the whisk originally when I first did it, and it still didn't work. So, but as you can see, as I'm putting it in, it's very chunky. It thickened up, but for some reason it's very chunky, and I don't know if it was the garlic that's chunky or if it's my cream cheese. But again, this may not look beautiful, guys, but it does taste delicious. So just definitely try it. The flavors in here are so good and this is so filling. Now this meal is 394 calories with 51 grams of protein, guys, which is really good to have a meal like this that's so filling, under 400 calories, and you get 51 grams of protein is amazing. I do my calorie count on my Fitness Pal, and she also shares on her videos the calorie count and how much protein you get. Mine is going to differ from hers because, again, I switch things up. I switched the veggies up. I also switched up the mashed potatoes that I use, so mine are going to be different. And like I said, I did mine on my Fitness Pal. So if you make this and you make it like mine, then it's going to be 394 calories with 51 grams of protein. So the next meal that I'm prepping is MaKayla's Lazy Girl Cajun Alfredo. And what I love about this one is that she shared also this gadget that I'm using right here that you can get on Amazon. She shared how she makes her pasta in the microwave, guys. Again, she always helps us with saving time. And this is actually a good thing, this little gadget right here, which I'll link down below, you can get on Amazon. You can make your pasta, any pasta, in the microwave. And it's so much better because whenever you're doing meal prep, a lot of times you don't want to fill up a whole big pot just to make a little bit of pasta. So this gadget right here is amazing, and again, I'll link it down below. In her Lazy Girl Cajun Alfredo pasta, she uses just the chicken sausage, but I wanted to actually lower my calories and lower my sodium a little bit, but bump up the protein. So what I decided to do is, instead of using just sausage, I decided to use half of the sausage that she used, and then use this whole bag of shrimp. And so that way I was able to kind of lower the sodium, kind of lower the calories, but bump up the protein. And what I love about it is that I saute up these sausages, and then I cook the shrimp right after in it, and so the shrimp gets the flavor of the sausages. So you still get that good sausage flavor, but then you also get lower calories and more protein. So, and I love anything that's like sausage and shrimp or chicken and shrimp, so that's why I did it this way. But again, I'll link her recipe down below where she just uses just sausage, which you can in case you don't like shrimp, but I wanted to have mine with sausage and shrimp, and I just love the way that this came out. Now I'm also making this not only as a prep meal for my meal for Tuesday night, but also a prep meal for me and my husband for lunches. But what I'm also doing is that since my girls don't like shrimp and they won't like the veggies I'm putting in, I am still sauteing up some sausage, the other half of the sausage, for them because they do like sausage Alfredo. And so this will also be a family meal for Tuesday night, so that they can eat it with their pasta. And the pasta that I use for me and my husband is a protein pasta, and then I just use regular pasta for my girls, and so that's what they'll be having. So I was able to make this meal not only a prep meal but a family meal that my girls would like. I just didn't add the veggies in it that I didn't add the veggies in it that I'm going to add for my prep meal, and I didn't add the shrimp because, again, my girls don't like shrimp. And like I said, all I do is saute up this sausage, and then I put the shrimp in the same pan that I put the sausage in, and it gives that flavor of sausage. The veggie that I'm going to add to this meal is also broccoli. Again, you can do just like she did, fried zucchini, but I like to use my broccoli. But you can use any veggie that you want to add, but like I said, I love broccoli because it's filling, especially anytime when a broccoli could be with the gravy and the sauce. That's what I like to use, but you can also use the fried zucchini like she did. And then right here, I'm just separating my sausages because, like I said, half of the sausage is going to go for my daughters for their meal, and the other half I'm going to divide it into 4 different prep meals for us. So it's basically one sausage was for 4 meals, 4 prep meals for me and my husband, and then the other half of the sausage was for my girls. And I'm just dividing my pasta. What I did was I cooked a cup of pasta, which gives me kind of like a half a cup of cooked pasta for each serving. So it's like a 1/4 cup of dry pasta. Once it cooks, it doubles, so it's like a half a cup. So basically I'm putting a half a cup of protein pasta in each one of my bowls. You can do less, but I like to do a half a cup of the cooked protein pasta. And then I'm just dividing my sausage. I will also divide the shrimp, the whole bag of shrimp, in 4s as well for this meal. One thing that I love about this meal, that not only is it delicious, but she stretches out the Alfredo sauce to make it not only lighter and healthier, but it also saves us money as well, because what she does is she mixes the Alfredo sauce with some chicken stock. I use bone broth chicken stock because you get more protein in bone broth and it's healthier for you, but she uses regular chicken stock. Now when she shares the recipe, she does a half of the jar of, she does a half a jar of the Alfredo sauce, and then she has measurements of how much, you know, chicken broth to add and different things. So I doubled that because I was going to use the second half of this Alfredo sauce for my daughters for their dinner, and then use the other half for our prep meals. So basically when you watch her recipe and she's doing her Alfredo sauce recipe, if you want to make it how I'm making it, where you want to make an extra kind of sauce for your kids as well, just double that recipe. So you would use a whole jar, and then you would just double like the bone broth and also all the spices that she put and the cheeses and everything that she put. So that's what I did. I doubled the recipe so that I can have, like I said, half for my girls for dinner that night, but then I have the other half to divide between the bowls. Now this makes about 3 cups of the Alfredo sauce. So what I did was I put 1/4 and 1/2 of a 1/4 of a cup in each of my prep containers, and then the other half was for my girls. And this prep meal is 349 calories and 31 grams of protein, which is amazing for you to have like a pasta dish that has 31 grams of protein and it's still under 400 calories at only 349 calories is amazing, and it's so delicious and again so filling. Also remember, my calorie count is different than hers because I did change up the protein and I did change up the veggies, so just keep that in mind. Then I just took the remaining sausages and cut them in half so they're more bite-sized pieces for my daughters, and I put it in the remaining Alfredo sauce. And then this is the sauce that they'll have over their pasta when we eat our prep meal, and I will make their pasta the same way I made our pasta, in the microwave. And again, it's easy to make portions for them in the microwave and then portions for us in the microwave because we have 2 different pastas. So that's again why I love that gadget, and it works really well. So again, I'll link it down below if you guys want to purchase it. Now the last prep meal I'm going to share with you guys is MaKayla's Wicked Chicken Wrap. Now in this recipe she used the Real Good Foods brand's chicken in it, which I did make it with this chicken originally and it's delicious. But because I had chicken left over from when I cooked earlier, I decided that this time I was going to make the wrap with the chicken that I already had on hand, you know, the leftover chicken that I made in the oven. But you can make it either way. I made it both ways. They both taste really good. There is a 30-calorie difference between the two, and I will share it with you guys at the end. But you can make it either way. This Real Good Chicken brand, you guys saw me haul it at the beginning of this video. And it's such a good brand. I can't wait to go more into detail about it. I want to do a video sharing with you guys all of the healthy swaps that I've been making lately and the things that I buy now that I eat that I love. And that's one of the things, and I'll go more into detail about that chicken later. But for right now, we're going to make the wraps. And again, like I said, you can make it with the Real Good Food chicken nuggets that she did. Again, I'll link that video down below, her video, so you can see it, how she made it. But because I had this leftover chicken tender from making the chicken at the beginning of the video, I decided I wanted to make it with this one to see how it would taste. They both taste the same, they both taste good, so it's all about preference and time, what you have on hand. If you want to make it with the chicken tenders, you know, the raw chicken tenders where you can season them up, or if you want to make it with the Real Good Food brand, either way they both taste delicious, and I wanted to show you guys both ways. This was so delicious and so good to eat, and you're gonna see the calorie count is so low. I couldn't believe it myself, and the reason why I couldn't believe it is because this wrap is so filling and so delicious, and it is only 226 calories with 28 grams of protein. If you use the Real Good Food chicken nuggets that she uses, it is 226 calories with 28 grams of protein. And if you make it the way that I'm making it in this video, it's just 30 calories less with the same amount of protein. So either way, it comes around 200 calories. So you can eat 2 of these if you want to. I actually ate this with just some carrots and then apples for like dessert, and I was so full, you guys. Like, this is so filling and delicious. This is one of my favorite things that I'm gonna make for lunches a lot, because it's so filling, so delicious, and it's so low in calories. And so this is one of those things you guys definitely need to try. I will say, try her recipe first. Check out the video down below, her TikTok. Try it the way that she made it first, and then see how you like that. And then if you want to try the regular chicken tenders on your own, and it gives you 30 calories less, but I like it both ways. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I gave you guys some ideas on what to make for meals this week. Let me know in the comments down below, what meals are you making for your family this week? Also, are you making healthy meals? Any healthy tips that you guys have? Because you guys know I'm on my weight loss journey and just trying to feel better all around, especially over 40. It's so hard to lose weight now, and I'm packing it on faster than I did before. So if you have any tips on losing weight or high calorie or high protein meals, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.